don't tell me I don't know that they got to track me in order to do this sick shit. There it is right there, the two intersecting beams, while the maser's going across and bisecting it. You just would not believe what these little sick maggots have done to me. I mean, it's off the chain, okay? You just wouldn't believe it. So, and you wouldn't believe what else they're doing. Okay, programming populations of neurons by sending auditorial narratives while they're simultaneously sending pictorial imagery with the auditorial narratives. Okay, and folks, so in closing in total, and then in closing concerning that subject matter, what you got to understand about ultrasound is that ultrasound can also carry other types of waves on it. Just like you saw the maser. A maser is a directed energy. A maser is, and I got audio files showing scientists discuss this. A maser is a wave that they're sending that can have an acoustic wave on it, and while it can have a directed energy wave on it, offset directly to it, which is why you see multiple waves. Let me bring up that. Let me bring up that that picture I just showed you again. Okay, let's take a fast look at this. Okay, so see, because if the ears, eyes, and nose are connected as one integrated system, then the the acoustic wave. Hold on a second, I got something itching. The acoustic wave. Okay, this ain't the best one because this one is more dim than the other one. Bear with me a second. Okay, so let's bring up this one. You can clearly see these are more than one waves. Okay. One's an energy wave, and the other one's an acoustic wave. Okay? Right? So the energy wave goes over the corner, okay, of the eyebrows. Right? And then the acoustic wave, if you got an auditory implant in your cheek and or in your nasal passage, the eyes, the ears, and the nose are connected together in one integrated system concerning these rats. And they fucking know it. You better believe they know it. Okay? Because when they put the ear implants in you, okay, when they put the auditory implant in the nose, okay, when they put the implants in the eyes, they all work together just like you're triangulating a phone call, okay? So the energy wave would feed the implant and activate it, and then the acoustic wave would allow acoustic transfer to the acoustic part of the implants, whether it be acoustic from the nose to the ear or acoustic directly to the auditory implant in the nose, if there one's there. Okay, and then the energy would go to both, to the eyelens implants, because it's going from the corner of the eyebrow into the eye itself, more than likely buying through smart like crystal threads. Okay, so the energy is going into the nose and the eyes at the same time. Okay, now this right here should prove to you that they can offset different waves, which when you first glance at it, it just looks like one wave. Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah. And maybe what might be going on in the mouth. Yeah, I'm going to be making some videos in the near future concerning speech-to-text translation for arm prosthetic implants. Okay. Oh, there's a lot going on, folks. Trust me. Remember, one Gangstalking victim can have up to 70 or more implants in you. This is you can clearly see that this is two waves. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I can't even believe this is happening to me. This is like a mind-blowing drama, okay, that they're playing out on my life. Oh, absolutely. You know, they know and I'm not the only victim. I mean, come on, folks. This type of stuff is posted online every day by victims. In fact, let me bring up Twitter real fast. Let's see how many tweets that I can show you. In fact, actually, I got to do one more thing here. Hold on. Oh, god dang my ear. Oh. Wait, hold on a second. So I'm going to type in and let's see if they buffer the phone so I can't bring the video playlist up. So remember that one pictorial imagery that I showed you? Hold on a second. Remember that one pictorial imagery that I showed you that showed the ear implant and its connection to trigger words? Well, bear with me a second. Okay. And that will be discussed in the upcoming information video that I discussed at the beginning of this YouTube video. Bring up this playlist right here. MTS Gangstalk. Oh my God, suck my DSK. Now, when you bring it up, you want to click on where it says more. Up there in the title of the playlist. And then read this. Okay? Read that. And that's what you want to be listening for in at least 85% of all the videos in this playlist. So you might think to yourself, well, what's going on in the hood? You know, what's really going on in the hood? Why would they be propping up people at UCSD up on my arrival? You see my bike handlebar there? It's facing the Price Center, which is the Civic Center Plaza. Okay, let's see if the video won't come up, by the way. Okay, and oh, absolutely. So, bring up that playlist. Bring it up. Higgins Williams YouTube channel. And I showed you the title of it. Bring it up. Okay, so I'm waiting for a video to come up so I can literally prove to you that they're saying it along my path. Maybe they don't want, if they're buffering the phone, maybe they don't want you hearing it, because that literally proves UCSD's connection to this crime. Oh, absolutely. Civic Center Plaza is right there on the building. Okay, did you just hear suck dick being said to it? Yeah, and then they start buffering it again. Okay, just hold on. Okay, so bring up that video in the playlist, because I'm not going to sit here and wait for the little assholes to unbuffer it, because I already know it's them doing it, absolutely. Now, I just got them making some, I've already got other videos showing this being exposed. So what you want to do is bring up this YouTube playlist. This is one of about 40 that's on the internet. Bring up each video, sit in a quiet room. This is the first one, is it showing it being done on MTS Bus, 2013. I got audio files showing it happened just here in the last 10 days. People repeating Gangstalk, oh my God, and suck dick. Okay? Trigger words. Right? Here's it being said at Arby's. Here's the San Diego prosecutors and public defenders being caught. Here's it being caught, exposed about concerning homeless people doing it. Absolutely. Here's it being caught at UCSD. There's videos in here, but it happening at social services, Ross Grocery Store, Bonds, okay, SDSU, and much more. Yeah, baby. But you go and play that shit to cops, and they'll claim they can't hear it. Yeah. Yeah, because everything's nice and convenient for reported colluding connected partners. They can't have, oh, you just would not believe what's going on in the hood. So you remember that picture I showed you of the cochlear ear implant and trigger words? What do you see an updated video made about that? Okay. So, folks, I'm going to let you go because I got to get going. It's already 5 o'clock and I got other stuff I got to do. But look at this. I just brought up Twitter. What do you see there? Neural weapons. Yeah. Neural weapons. Yeah, let's go into this guy's account. As long as they don't buffer the hell out of it. I put up with this practically nonstop every single fucking day. And it has nothing to do with the phone. Trust me on that, folks. I'm going to make a video about them buffering my phone so you can see how I know it's them. Oh, absolutely. See, because this account is full with so let's take a look. Okay? AI mind control. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Entrapping human behavioral modification programming and abuse and torture and assaults of emitting radiation. Okay, hold on. Here's a patent for you concerning voice to skull. Voice to skull with voice morphing. There's your patent. Yeah, bouncing off cell phone towers. Cell phone towers can go to a Wi-Fi signal carrier, MTS bus, maybe. Wi-Fi, go right from MTS's Wi-Fi directly to the antenna of the cochlear ear implant. Boom. Okay? I mean, the own patent shows it. Directly to the brain. Directly to the ear. Okay? Yeah, but nothing's happening. Sure it ain't. Yeah. Oh. Okay, sure it ain't. No, nothing's going on in the hood. I mean, come on. Oh, dang. Assaults of emitting radiation. Oh, and DWs, which stands for Directed Energy Weapons Attacks. Yeah, but nothing's happening. Yeah, nobody's hurting nobody except tens of thousands of people all over the internet saying that they're being hurt. But nobody's being hurt because the police say that no one's being hurt. Do you understand? Okay, this is another form of Y-band right here where they're putting nano implants throughout the human body. I kid you not. You would not believe what's on the internet, folks. I mean, this targeting programs. Yeah, medical and healthcare research studies. What was I saying about my medical insurance? Okay. Oh, absolutely. You would not believe what's going on in the hood. Okay. You just, oh yeah, look at this. Okay? Public health care senior players in it. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Went to lead their local policing public health care authorities to you, so you get put in a mental ward for speaking out about the torture they're doing to you. Here's another one, direct energy weapons. Okay? So, folks, I'm here today to tell you that if you were to put a tinge unit directly above the electro pad I showed you about 5-6 minutes ago, if you were to, say if you're a gangstalking victim and you got these types of prosthetic implants in your eyes that I showed at the very beginning of the video, instead of them being on the rim of the glasses, they're actually embedded within the eyebrow. See, this victim's using the same app to catch ultrasound. No, this one's infrasound. I got an infrasound app too. Reads the same shit. Yeah, I'll show it to you. Look. Hold on. Okay, so that's another victim showing you the infrasound app. Here's my infrasound app. Watch. Yeah, but nothing's going on, even though it's picking it up. See, an infrasound app cannot have a mental illness. An infrasound app is not going to pick up infrasound if infrasound's not in the area. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? Yeah. Nothing's happening to me right now because the lying police say so. I've also brought up this infrasound app on several MTS buses, and it read it right out. Okay? So whoever's using MTS is going to protect MTS while they continually collude with MTS to set you up for anything. Say if you're a gangstalking victim and you're enduring forced speech, okay? Research that to remote monitoring gangstalking. They can get you to fucking say anything to any bus driver or passenger. And then boom, they got you. Okay? While they prevent you from proving you're implanted that could be assisting in it, like the ear implant. Okay? They're here to set you up for lifelong slavery and legal probate control schemes by claiming you're a threat to yourself or others. Okay? Can't take care of yourself because you're homeless, even though they made you homeless. Okay? Or are creating an unsafe environment, even though because gangstalking will rape the truth down to the core. It will use MTS, businesses, bus stops, any business, including libraries, for staged assaults and staged events and staged harassment. And then when they come after you, they'll claim you're doing something that they're actually doing. If they can use neural weaponry on you to affect your speech and your behavior to get you to act out, okay, including using ultrasound for the neural influencing, then they can claim your behavior is inappropriate for that environment, so we're going to ban you. Do you understand? When they're the ones who are influencing the behavior for that purpose. So why would they want to ban you? Because they want to ban you to make your life harder so that it creates a certain amount of circumstances. If you can't take public transportation to get to a doctor that's harder to collude with to prove the implants are there, well then would that be the reason they would ban you from public transportation? Okay? But they need you to act out. Well, they can influence you to act out. And so this is all over the internet, folks. I got audio files showing scientists openly state that gangstalking victims are experiencing visual imagery in their visual cortex when they're walking down the fucking street. Because you got to remember, ultrasound can have UHF and UUHF. When you watch TV, you're seeing visual imagery while you're hearing the sound from the TV. That's UHF and UUHF. Ultrasound can easily carry both of those types of waves. One for the ear, one for the eyes. The eyes would get sent the visual imagery. It would go to the optical nerve, to the visual processing area of the brain. While the voice is called voice morphing is going to the ear implant. And you just believe that you're having your own thought. Whether it's got pictorial references attached to it or not. Okay? Targeted individuals. Okay? See, that's why the microwave hearing effect. Sound transmitting technologies. Oh, absolutely. I mean, come on, folks. What is this right here? Voice mimicking. That's voice morphing. You're seeing it as I speak. You're literally seeing it as I speak. Okay? Absolutely. Let's bring that video up. Let's see if they allow it to come up. And if they don't, I gotta let you go either which way. But let's see if I can bring this video up. Okay? The one I just clicked on. Well, I clicked on it, and the only thing that's coming up is what I already had. So let me get rid of YouTube. All right, go back to the tweet and try and bring it up. See, you got to remember the biorobotization of gangstalking victims, where they're literally controlling the biological functions of the brain to control the behavior, the speech, the actions, so they can set you up to enslave you, while they act like they're the innocent members of community and that they're being victimized by you, because that's how they got to set it up. Okay? They can't contain you unless they got a legitimate reason to do so. And the legitimate reason to do so, it says the uploader has not made this video available in your country. So that must be a video from another country. But look at this. Yeah. Yeah. Where they're literally making victims into robots by controlling them remotely and then claiming that your behavior is threatening, unsafe, you gotta leave, and or you get arrested. Okay? Absolutely. And why would MTS suddenly be wanting to see my Medicare card to prove that I'm disabled and so that I can pay disabled fare? Is it so that they can get my fucking name off my Medicare card? See, it doesn't matter how this sounds to you, folks. It does not matter. What you got to understand about gangstalking crimes is that gangstalking will literally go to any lengths at any time, anywhere, using anybody. And when they want to target you, like case in point, a bus driver gets your name off your Medicare card that he's forcing you to show him. Okay? Then you get off the bus and leave, and then a fake bus passenger can come up and say, that bitch called me this on an earlier date, okay? Or she was doing something and harassing people. And then now the bus driver's got a normal appearing excuse to collude with MTS security. And now that he knows your name, there's a police report filed against about you that you don't even know exists, because they now got your fucking name. And now they got the normal appearing excuse to know your name. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you got to understand how the system works, folks. The system is nothing but organized crime. And it uses the system in a way to where it's hard for... Look at this. Directed energy weapons, electromagnetic frequency weapons, neural weapons, microwave weapons are affecting and damaging TI's human autonomy, biologically, and neurological systems permanently. But they don't give a shit because they're demonic, filthy whores. It's all they are and it's all they'll ever be. Okay? They don't care. They're using this technology to enslave people by setting them up. They're setting them up by manipulating the neurological functions, your choices as well, and your behaviors. Okay? Like right now, hold on. Right now, this side of my waist is pulsing. It's literally going up and down, back and forth. I kid you not. It's literally pulsing. Okay? So you remember that right there, okay? Voice mimicking software, that's voice morphing, where they can put a thought into your auditory cortex in your own voice print. You think you're having a thought, and you speak it during a staged event. But you see, the people they're using for the staged event, they'll just act like they're asking you normal appearing request. Okay? Because what you got to understand about this technology is that voice-to-skull voice morphing, it goes into the auditory cortex at the speed of light, and it processes it at 20 milliseconds per second. So, oh, absolutely. So, they're influencing you to say something, and before you recognize that it was probably voice-to-skull voice morphing, you've already said it. Right? All right? Absolutely. So, and heterodyne fear onto the brain is something that's a lot harder to prove. Okay? Well, they don't allow you to prove that you're experiencing voice-to-skull voice morphing through an ear implant because they don't allow you to prove, okay, they don't allow you to prove that the ear implant is in you. Oh, absolutely. Okay, I mean, oh, you wouldn't believe the audio files I got. I got audio files showing, and now, right now, my back at my tailbone area is being, it's literally pulsing as I speak. Okay, look at this right here. Let's see if it won't come up. It's a video. There are so many times. Look at that. They can follow you as you're walking down the fucking street. Do you honestly think they can't hit you as you're on the bus? And hidden transmitters. Even the street lights can have transmitters in them. Road signs. And there are... Road signs? Yeah. Ain't nothing like a little road sign that's got an emitter in it. Oh, absolutely. Now, there is a system, and it's been out about 10, 12 years now, called Celdar. There are different types of Celdar, but basically a computer, if they wanted to watch you, it's like radar, only with microwaves. Once the system has locked onto you, let's say from this lamppost, if there's a transmitter there, once it's locked onto you, the computer will take away anything that isn't moving, like buildings, and it will have your size, and then as you walk up the road, and you get lost from this transmitter, the next one will pick you up, and then the next one, and they can follow you everywhere. And if they want to, they can also send a beam into you, a microwave beam. If they want to, they can send a microwave beam. See, folks, the demonic whores who host this crime don't give two shits about what they do to anybody. They're setting men and women up for rapes all over the country through voices calling voice morphine, and thought, which is thought manipulation. Get you to go somewhere to escape what you're enduring, and then where you go to, they can influence. So they can put the idea in your head to leave your home, to escape the harassment at your house. Then they can put the idea in your head about where to go, to try and find some place where there's peace and quiet. So you go somewhere and you sit in your car, and then a person comes up, and they can manipulate you to believe that they can manipulate you to let them in the car, and then he rapes you. I can say a whole lot more details so you can see that in its reality, in its total reality, concerning how they can precisely affect that choice to let the guy in the car. Trust me. That's the only thing I can say is trust me. They can do it. Absolutely. They're setting men and women up for rapes all over the country. This guy right here was just recently killed here in the last 2 weeks. He was all over the internet exposing it. Okay? B2K, Voices Called Technology. See, they don't allow you to get no legal help. They don't allow you to get medical help, while they constantly perpetrate this crime against you daily, endlessly, in one form or another. Okay? Where your life is nothing but a non-stop torture episode. You go out and about in the community, you got to be afraid of being set up. Okay? That's not a life. That's not even surviving. Okay? It's not even surviving. Okay? What it is where you're trapped in a construct, which is the program. And they affect this demonic crime. And by the way, what you just heard from that video about them having emitters and streetlights, every single time, 99.9% of the time, when MTS drops me off at a bus stop, guess where I'm being dropped off at? Directly underneath the streetlight, which is way past the bus bench. MTS has also got Wi-Fi antennas at their bus stops, the vast majority of them. And they got Wi-Fi on their bus routes. Okay? So I'm here today to tell you, my fellow American citizens, I'm here today to tell you right now, my fellow American citizens, you need, okay, you need to get smart. You need to get educated. Okay, because do you really honestly think those waves interfacing with the brain, light and sound, do you really honestly think that kind of stuff is exposed all over the internet by massive victims all over the internet? Okay, because nothing's happening? Think about what I'm saying. They don't care. These are human traffickers of all forms. Biomedical, the prison industrial complex, okay? Illegal probate control schemes where they place you in an organized crime-run group home after they claim you're mentally ill, a threat to yourself or others, or both. All of it intentionally affected by this crime. Once you're put in the group home, they stage videotaped rapes by drugging your food. While you're subject to nonstop harassment in the house. They're taking completely healthy, sane people out of their house, putting them out on the street. Like, for instance, if they hadn't staged the vehicle accidents of my cars in Michigan, I wouldn't have to take the bus. If they hadn't made me homeless, they wouldn't be able to approach me in a wooded area with homeless people to assault me, people stealing my property, and the police arresting me and ticketing me. Okay? All of it staged as the result of the illegal tracking of me. Okay? Alright? So if they don't want to set you up on the property that you're hiking at, because it might then connect you to, metaphorically, a city or county government, then they'll set you up at a bus stop, a bus route, or whatever. You would not believe what this crime does, folks. You just wouldn't believe it. There's massive, massive stuff connected to this crime. And I mean massive stuff. I mean, there's literally bills being passed in California, and one just got passed in Colorado. And the United Nations passed a neural rights bill in order to protect neurological data of a human being. Not just their medical records connected to medical tests, medical neurological test. We're talking about to protect your neural data that's in your brain from being hacked. Colorado passed a neural rights bill. It doesn't really touch the meat and potatoes of what this crime is doing, but it's got to do with consumers' rights, because these sick bastards, they can influence you to buy shit through this neural weaponry to get you to go through your money, because they already know they're going to confiscate the property after you bought it down the road. Okay? Just like they'll fuck with your car mechanically and electrically. And then they know you need your car to go to work, right? So you got to fix it. And that's how they get you to go through your money. And then after that, because there's many ways they can know how much money you got in the bank, right? So then after you get your car worked on, they'll cause a mechanical problem. Then they'll cause a muffler problem. Then they'll cause an electrical problem. To chip away at your finances, while they're doing other things that are also chipping away at your finances. Absolutely, right? Then they cause you to lose your job through your employer. Covert collusion with your employer, right? This is all over the internet. Then they prevent you from getting a new job through the covert blacklisting. Google all my statements of gangstalking. And then what they'll do is they'll stage a vehicle accident before or right after you lose the job. And in that way, you're 2 steps away from being made homeless. They can wreck relationships so you have no one to run to. Absolutely. Absolutely. And even if you do have people you can run to, it's reported that they can nearly influence them to fight with you, so they kick you out. Then you're out on the street, which is where they originally wanted you. Okay? Then, as a result of you being out on the street, they can do massive things against you. Massive, massive things against you. Okay? Homeless people for assaults. You're forced to take public transportation, which has got Wi-Fi. Okay? These demonic bitches got this whole thing set up. It's a program. They got the whole entire thing set up so that they can affect their crimes against you remotely, neurologically, remotely, biologically, which includes speech, so they can set you up to enslave you for the rest of your fucking life. You're not even allowed to prove anything is happening to you while you're free, while you got evidence. Okay? Literally. I mean, you can walk down the street and they can affect a stroke. You can walk down the street and they can run you over with the car. This is literally how bad this crime is. Because they just don't give a shit. They're animals. They're literal animals. Alright, hold on a second. So, you ask yourself this question. Why is there a non-consensual surgery scar directly between my eyebrows? Okay? Why is there eyelens implants in my eyes? Watch that YouTube video you see in the picture there. Watch it. It talks about many of the features and functions of these islands implants. Absolutely. Okay? Wire implants, 3 in the spine, 1 in the back of the neck, 1 in the back of the head, 1 in the middle of the brain, 1 in the chest, 1 in the ears. Okay? Absolutely. Do you really think that all that you just saw, look at what they did to me in April of 2023, and that's the lighter picture of what the eye looked like. Okay? On this property, by the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? They don't give a shit. They're vile animals. Yeah. Go YouTube that YouTube title. Watch the whole video. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so in closing, look at all these white marks on my face. Look at that. Tongue included. Oh, they're putting implants in the teeth, the forehead of Gangstalking victims, the teeth, the forehead, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the nerves. Okay? The nerves as well. Even the lips. Underneath the nose. Okay? The cheeks. Are you sure they're not interfacing with me? Are you absolutely sure? Really? No clue, no evidence. You could show that to a doctor, a police officer. You could present it in court, and every last one of them will ignore it. So if they got the ability to ignore your face indisputable evidence, do you honestly think they're going to listen to you when you say, "Oh, Joe says he's a victim of remote neural monitoring and neural influencing and voice to skull with voice morphing"? Do you really think they're going to listen to that? Things that they know they're not allowing you to prove, whether a cochlear ear implant is involved in it or not? Of course they're not going to allow you to prove it. Because once they allow you to prove it, it shows who the criminals are. Okay, I gotta let you go, folks, or I'll just keep talking. Everybody have a good day, and remember this video. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm not a threat to myself or others. Okay? Look at that. Went across the left eye, and it lit up the right eye. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. This is my shoulder. Direct energy weapon burn. Showed that to, showed this photo to doctors in the emergency room, and they called it a rash. They just don't care. They don't care at all what they do to you. Not one bit. The only thing they care about, this electromagnetic beam coming out of a tree. Yeah, they put an emitter in a tree, caught in a live video. I kid you not. They don't care. They just don't care. Okay? So if you have nowhere to run to for help, at least expose the truth. You know, show them for what they are. Because truth doesn't lie, folks. Here's another, okay, showing the same beam caught on a different property. This was from a wooded area off of Gilman Road, okay, just caught in September. The original beam, the one you seen hitting the forehead, that was caught in August of 2022. This was caught in September. No, I'm sorry, this was caught in, this was caught in September, okay, right? So this picture right here that shows the same beam right there was caught on this property. Same perps, 2 different properties. Okay? So I don't know what more evidence you need. Hold on. Here's another Gangstalking victim talking about how her life has been marginalized and which things she's enduring, infiltrating your life and the ones close to you. Job offers, okay, are gone, and buying and renting homes, okay, near victims. Right there. I got a 2007 email written in Tennessee before I even discovered Gangstalking by its name online that shows me openly state that they're renting apartments above me and across me. Look at that, what that says. Okay. Goodbye to job offers and buying and renting homes upstairs anywhere near the target. And I got proof of that email. It's in many of my blogs. Absolutely. And I got proof of the day I discovered Gangstalking by its name online. June 9, 2009. Yet I'm describing what they're fucking doing and where they're at in Tennessee in 2007. Okay? Poisoning your food and drinks. What did I say a few minutes ago about them putting the date rape drug in your food? They wait till it takes effect and then they just gang rape you and videotape it and sell it to pornography groups. Yeah. You ever wonder why the police won't allow you to prove you're a gang-stalking victim? Because think about this, folks. Think about what I'm saying. I've already proven that they're hitting me with neural weapons from a distance. Do you honestly think I'm not enduring that on a bus? Okay? In fact, let me show you one last thing, and then I'm going to let you go. Bear with me 2 seconds. I got audio files that openly show me state that I'm being hit in the back of my knees on MTS buses. Bus Route 41. Absolutely. Right? And I also got many other audio files openly showing me state I'm being hit in the head and more on MTS buses before that evidence was captured that you just saw concerning the beam hitting the forehead and stuff. Absolutely. I got many audio files showing me openly state I'm being hit on MTS buses to the head, the throat, okay, the legs, the knees, the ankles, and much more. So bear with me a second. Before that evidence that you just saw was caught. Indisputable evidence. Tape-recorded audio files got electronic time and date stamps on them. Okay? Right? So I want you to take a look at something here. Do you see this? Okay? Look at that. Are those cuff electrode burns on the inside of my left knee? Okay? Right? Caught in, I'd say, middle to late February 2024. And by the way, this is a burn on the same knee that happened around the same time. Okay? Now, these are cuff electrode burns on my left knee, which is the inside of your knee. Like on the back of your thigh and the part of your knee that's, on the side of the leg with the back of your thighs on. This right here is cuff electrode burns from somebody who's been implanted. So I want you to compare those red burns, okay, to those. Those red burns to those. Those red burns to those. Now, before this was caught, within at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks before this was caught, happening to my left leg, and then the burns from it, guess what? I made statements in my tape recorder that I'm being hit in the back of my knee on the left on an MTS bus, Bus Route 41. Absolutely. Okay? Right at the very same spot. So think about this. This attack occurred at this wooded area, by the way, that produced this evidence, right? Well, within 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, in fact, it might even be within 10 days before this was caught, my tape recorder shows me openly state that I'm enduring a directed energy weapon hit. I said I just endured a number 8, okay, to the back of my left knee. And number 8 means I'm being hit with directed energy weapons on an MTS bus, Bus Route 41, right? And then this is caught within 10 days to 2 weeks later. An attack I endured at this area, by the way. Absolutely. Okay? In the back of my knee. So that right there should tell you that I'm being hit while I'm on bus routes to what? Implants. Okay? Because you can access implants remotely through what's reported online would be connected to devices that look like cell phones. Okay? I gotta let you go, folks. I'll talk to you later. Everybody have a good day and stay tuned to this account.